today's volunteer day, and we hope that we get some volunteers out today to help us work and clean and do everything that we needed to get done. And then later today we have a horse surrender at 6 o'clock, and so we close at 6:30, so it's going to be close, but they're coming from far away, so we have to take that in and get it all settled. So that's about all we got today. And of course we're going to have probably other people coming in, and maybe with some other dogs, cats, never know what's going to come in. So I'm the receptionist now, and I'm just taking in the calls, scheduling the stuff, and checking the emails, and getting everybody booked in, and paper signed, and just making sure everything's going as planned.
So Volunteer Day is today. We have Volunteer Day the first Wednesday of every month. And so if you're interested in volunteering here at Horse Plus, please come. It is the first Wednesday of every month. So if you're interested, please come on by. And we have Keith over here at the intake barn. He's getting ready to go feed this morning. So I'm going to follow him for a little bit and just kind of take you guys through the day. He's feeding Cowboy and Dino first, and unfortunately I don't think we have any volunteers coming today, so that's also why I'm stressing enough. If you guys want to volunteer, please come. Again, it is the first Wednesday of every month if you're interested in volunteering. They have their morning hay. Dino seems very happy. Now Keith is turning on the water so he can fill up their water trough.
I still think you have treats.
Yes, Dino thinks I have treats, so he was following me. I'm sorry, buddy, I don't have treats at the moment, but you just got some fresh hay. Never mind, Keith has some treats for me. Yay. You about took my whole hand.
Yes, I know. He's good that way.
Cowboy, you want some? They mainly fell out of my hand. Sorry, buddy. Now Keith's over there feeding Blossom and Gray, taking care of them and making sure their water trough is filled. Here's the intake barn. It might be a little loud, so I'm sorry in advance. Hi, Flower. You're a very good girl. Hi, Joy. Hi, sweet girl. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Aw. He's a sweet girl. This is Myra. Hi, Myra. You're a beautiful girl. Hi. And I believe Megan from High Forest will be taking these guys today, so. I know it's very loud in there, but in this pasture beside the intake barn, we have Magnus and Chicana Glory. So let's go say hi to them. Good morning, handsome boy. Oh, you don't like that Magnus is coming up behind you, huh? Well, good morning, handsome. You're both very handsome. You both are, okay? Good morning, Magnus. What you doing, buddy? Are you having a good morning? There's a bunch of cats beside me, so that's what they're looking at right now. I have Garfield right there, Allie over here, and then Tallulah right here. Hi, sweetheart. Good morning, Torito. Ooh. Good morning, buddy. Mwah. There's Peaches. Hi, Peaches. She's also watching the cats that are following me. We have Wish right here. And for those that don't know, Wish is pregnant. And so is Maribel. And then, of course, Peaches is close by. They're pretty bonded. And there's Miss Zora. She was getting her a drink of water. Okay, let's go see what the vets are doing and what the vet team plans to do today. Before that, I think Jordan's in here. He's busy cleaning out the stalls. Let's see. Yep. Big old pile. Ah. Good job. You're doing great.
You say I'm doing great and I get stuck on the floor.
Now he's just scooping up all the shavings, put in the back of the side-by-side, and then he'll take it up to the poop pile that we have up there where everything just gets piled up, basically. After all the shavings are piled on, he will sweep all the remaining out. He's all done, so he's gonna go dump all the shavings. So actually the vets are at a meeting, so we'll come back and see what they're doing. Everybody's eating their breakfast. Looks like you dumped your bucket. Ayla. Yep, that's Ayla. Okay, let's Okay, I picked up her bucket, but she just wants to keep eating from the ground. Can you please eat out of your bucket? You shouldn't be eating from the ground. There you go. Good girl. There you go. Here's Sundancer. Are you enjoying your breakfast? And we have Chance right here. He usually throws his food out. Hi, buddy. Then we have Journey. Good girl. Here's Bessie. I think she's done with her breakfast. Her bucket is all empty. I think so anyways. There might be a little bit left, huh? And then we have Miri on the right and Rusty on the left. And for some reason they're sharing, even though they have their own bucket. I guess that's the only one left with feed in it, so they're gonna argue over it. Hailey's out there in the pasture giving Glinda and... who else is that? I'm drawing a blank right now. But it's Glinda and one of the other horses. She's giving some treats. And I think maybe she's going to catch one of them. I'm not sure. There's Hamlet. Of course, Houdini would come over here. He's such a sweet boy. How about some ear scratchies? Ooh, somebody doesn't want to be caught. Oh, Nephra and Star are like, I want to run too. Oh, everybody wants to run. Oh my gosh. Symphony!
You are too old to be doing that.
Also, you probably have noticed Symphony's back end, how she was off. The vets are checking into that. She is on vet watch. I actually think they're going to be doing another checkup on her today, and also just checking her heart and everything. So I know they'll be doing that, so I'll make sure to show you guys when that happens today. So the vets are back from their meeting. They're just busy doing paperwork and working on the stuff for HorseHumane Society, because they're coming here to take a couple more dogs, so we're really excited about that so they can get adopted. After using the leaf blower to clear the alleyway, Jordan is also now cleaning a bunch of the kennels, getting those all nice and clean for whenever we have more animals come in. So Jordan does a lot of work here. He's very hardworking. I'm at the front of the office and a dump truck just pulled up, so it looks like we're just getting some more dirt. They're going to be up unloading it here pretty soon. Over there by the education building. And then there's Justin. He's doing a members video. There he goes. Good job, Justin. Whoa! Looks like Hailey's moving a horse. I don't know if she's going to go work with this horse or just moving them to another pasture. So this is actually Chance, the Mustang. We have two Chances. One is in the pasture with Miri, Ayla, and Bessie. And then we have this Chance, who's a Mustang. I think Hailey's going to be doing some work with him today. Good boy. What a good boy. Look at him go. Oh, introducing a brush. What do you think? That's not so bad. Now she's doing the other side, making sure he's good on both sides. That's what you want to do with horses. You always want to do both sides, because even if they're okay on one side, you have to make sure they're okay on the other. He was initially trained. The person who had him before, I think she said that he was just too much horse for her, so Hailey knows more about it than I do, but he knows how to pick up his feet. He does pretty well with that. He just didn't finish really on his training. And we got the flag, the scary flag.
So today I pulled out Chance. He's one of our most recent buyout. He came down to Gen Pop about 2 weeks ago, just kind of before our adoption event. He kind of just had a hard time. We were trying to catch him in our 10 acre. He was kind of fearful of people at first. The story, the buyout people told us is he came from the auction. An older lady owned him. She sent him to a bunch of trainers. They put a lot of work into him, but at the end result, the trainers just said he was way too much horse for her. So she just really couldn't handle him. So she kind of took him to an auction, and he ended up here. So we're just trying to see what he knows versus what he doesn't know. I'm just kind of giving him a refresher, trying to restart all of his training and just make sure everything's taken care of and we don't jump any hoops. We're hoping he turns out to be a pretty good horse. Right now he is kind of unsure still of new surroundings, and especially birds. He does not like the birds. But right now I'm just kind of swinging ropes around him, getting him used to stuff coming at his face. I'm using flags, just if say something were to pop out on a trail ride or something brushes against his leg, we're just trying to make sure that he doesn't try to spook or try to throw his rider. So we're just kind of desensitizing him, ground manners, and slowly working up, and hopefully we can get a saddle on him pretty soon. Oh.
While she's doing that and gentling Chance, let's go see who Ryan's working on in this round pen. Looks like he's back in the pen with Riser, working on him. If you hear a bunch of noise, it's the guy who brought the dirt. He's kind of behind the education building on that side, and he's just putting up dirt on that side, so it's just the dozer you hear that's making all that noise. I thought I saw Keith putting some stuff in the education building, so let's go see what he's doing and check out what's going on there. There he is. What are you doing? I saw you unloading some stuff.
I brought my table saw and my other saws over so they can start doing trim.
Oh, okay, so they're gonna start doing the trim work. Keith was just telling me that they're going to be, I think, working on the trimming. So they're going to be putting trimming on the edge of the walls over here. Miss Christie's office is on this side. I know you guys have already seen it, but she's busy working away in her office.
Hello, everyone.
It looks so nice in here. This is basically what they're doing over here by the education building. They're just moving out the dirt and smoothing it out on this side shed over here. Okay, well, I came back over here because now Chance is hanging out with a saddle pad on his back. You gonna put a saddle on today? Are you gonna buck? Or are you gonna be a good boy? We'll see. Keith is busy bush hogging now. He's over there by soft quarantine, and he's cutting all the grass because it's getting pretty tall. So he's just taking care of that. He's gonna basically back up in the alleyway and kind of just mow it backwards. And now he can just come forward. He backed up on that side, so now he can just come forward and chop all that grass. Here he comes. Well, Emily just came to the pasture where Symphony's at. She's gonna grab Symphony for the vets, and they're gonna be checking up on her. I don't know if she wants to be caught. Bless her heart. I think she's an older mare. I can't quite remember. I think she is a geriatric, but I'm not for sure. But we'll see once she gets her in the vet barn, and we'll see what the vets say. Woo, Nephron Star! Go! And there's Symphony. Oh, she might just have to run them down the alleyway. We'll see what happens. Alright, we're just gonna run them out through the alleyway. I'm gonna kind of stand over here just so they know to go that way and not come in the corner. There they go. Come on, girls. Let's go down here. See the girls? They're like, ooh, boys. No, to your left, please. To your left, sillies. There you go. Good girls. Okay, there she is. She got her. Put a harness on her. Now they're going to the vets. Okay, we got Symphony in here. There she is. Okay. Good girl. Now it's time for treats.
Ragamuffins, they're bad behavior. There you go. Good girl.
Not so bad, huh?
Yeah, your best friends are real nice.
So Emily brought Symphony in. The vets are going to be, yeah, I did say your name. The vets wanted her brought in today. On intake, we noticed, or the vets noticed, that she had a 4 out of 6 heart murmur. She also has pretty significant sway back and some other things like when she walks. So we've been meaning to recheck her and kind of give her a second once over now that she's out of quarantine. We're going to go ahead and do that once the vets are ready. Until then, we're going to eat treats. And she's a little nervous, so we're going to calm her down a little bit, but she's going to be fine.
Symphony, is there anything you want to say to the people? Oh, okay. I understand. Num num num. You were giving a lot of cookies. She hears Emily shoveling her poop behind her.
Sarah said, you can never say that you smell like this. Hers 52, but
She's excited.
she's a little excited.
Yeah.
She doesn't have reactivity on palpation.
She says, oh, I get the
You do some butt crunches.
Some Pilates.
This adorable little mare is named Symphony. She came in through our buyout group last month. And if you'll notice, her conformation isn't the best. She has what we call a sway back. The technical term is lordosis. And it just means that her back dips pretty significantly from her withers and then kind of goes back up in her lumbar spine. In some cases, this happens with age. A lot of horses look sway back as they age because they lose muscular condition. I think in Symphony's case, this is actually her conformation. She was likely born with this. Actually, my friend has a young horse who's only about 5, and his back is more severely swayed than this, and he's very comfortable doing his job as a little trail horse. On palpation, Symphony is not uncomfortable. It can be more challenging to saddle fit these guys, and we also want to be a lot more aware of saddle fit when carrying a rider. So it's something that we take into consideration, but certainly there are horses that have this condition that lead very comfortable, normal lives and are able to carry a rider. We haven't evaluated Symphony for rideability yet. She is here today because we noted that she had a heart murmur on intake. And any heart murmur, grade 3 or above, sometimes we can make a decision without advanced diagnostics, but based on our kind of cardiac workup algorithm, any heart murmur that's grade 3 or above should have a scan. So our wonderful new ultrasound that we use and love is a perfect tool for this. We're going to be evaluating a bunch of different things, her heart rate and rhythm, and then what part of the heart sounds we hear the murmur during, either systolic or diastolic. And then based on that information, we're going to be imaging the chambers of the heart and evaluating whether we have valvular regurg, and if so, which valve and which ventricle that's receiving that blood. Whether or not it's enlarged. So Dr. Gina is way better at ultrasounding than I am, so I'm gonna kind of be her assistant today. Symphony is very sweet and well-behaved, but we need her to be really still for this. So we sedated her just a teeny tiny bit, and then the best ultrasound images happen when there's no hair through there. So I clipped a little spot on the left side. We may end up doing that on the right side as well, so we can get the best image. So my goal here isn't actually to clean, because our ultrasound is really easy to clean off. It's to eliminate the dead space created by air so that the ultrasound probe has a closer contact with what's underneath it.
So we have the lights down a little bit so Dr. Gina can see better.
I'm reaching underneath you, big girl.
Right. I'm sorry, I can roll over that way. Here. I'm not getting like a really crisp image. You're a little part of it.
So you actually take a really accurate heart rate. Love, Deb.
I can't see any of the walls really.
You got a valve right there.
Yeah.
That should be aortic or mitral.
I think aortic.
Aortic?
I'm right on the page.
Yeah. She's exerting a good bit of pressure. The equine heart is quite deep to the chest. And, oh, that's beautiful.
Can you turn it to color mode, Caitlin? Please.
So she's having to push pretty hard to get that really good deep view. Got a little bit of green.
Yeah. Quite a bit right there.
Do you think you're on mitral?
I'm facing more.
Okay. Cranially?
Yeah.
So when we're looking at this color Doppler, we want to see blue and red. The green indicates that we have backflow and mixing of blood, which commonly happens with valvular regurg. Mitral valve insufficiency is the most likely diagnosis based on the sound and the grade. And mitral valve insufficiency can have no effect on performance, but as it progresses, it can make the ventricle enlarged. And so what we're doing today is we're evaluating how large the ventricle is and also evaluating how severe the mixing of blood is. I would call that mild to moderate.
Mm-hmm.
So that helps us determine not just Symphony's quality of life, but also whether or not she can safely be a pasture pet or be ridden and what degree of riding. And unfortunately, what's hard for us in these cases is the best way to monitor these guys are to serially ultrasound them over time. So in an owned animal, you say, hey, I'm going to schedule a farm call in 3 months and I'm going to do a follow-up ultrasound and compare and see if we have any progression. The way Horse Plus operates, we get horses in and we adopt them out and we're not really sure where they're going to go. So hopefully we can get Symphony to a home where she's going to have good follow-up, but we don't want to adopt horses out that are going to have major problems or require medication, or go to a home where a kid falls in love with them and then they have a shortened lifespan. So thus far, though, with what we're seeing in Symphony, I don't think that's the case with her. I think she's got good prognosis.
Okay, so they're checking on the other side of Symphony, on this side now.
Second change gain. There it is, there it is, there it is. Beautiful.
You got a really floppy valve right there.
Do you want color Doppler on?
That's definitely left-sided heart, because the right side's on the bottom right there. See, that green.
Mm-hmm.
That's right where I saw that thing flopping. Did you break a chordae? That's what it kind of looked like.
Well, I mean, valvular prolapse has like best possible prognosis. I'm not sure why. This is great. Can we always do imaging where I get to just lay on the horse? This is so comfortable. I feel very lazy. I'm just, this is like the ideal set of circumstances.
Ventricles though.
Someone else is doing your, yeah, I do see it. Left? Yeah. So let's listen on the right again. According to those designations, it is every time, but it is like, the highest I would grade that is a 3. I would say it's like 2 to 3.
So Symphony has some mammary development, so Dr. Lydia is going to do a pregnancy check on her.
I know you like to think, yo. I won't sing. We all turn into our mothers, guys. It happens.
This not your first time?
So see all the peristalsis and movement. This is all GI tract. And I'm directly down. I'm over pelvic rim and I'm directly down. So reproductive tract would be laying right here, and we would be looking for a large or small fluid-filled structure. This is all GI. I don't see or feel any indications of pregnancy. Swooping over, different spot. Again, just peristalsis. Dr. Gina just finished ultrasounding Symphony's heart. I never shut up, and Dr. Gina's very quiet, but today I'm talking for her because she has laryngitis. I don't normally have an excuse for talking over other people. It's just my personality. I'm working on it. So what we determined with Symphony today, and as a qualification, neither Dr. Gina nor myself are cardiac specialists. We study cardiology in vet school. It's one class that we take. And Dr. Gina actually found a really cool CE. So before we looked at Symphony, we reviewed someone else saying the sounds out loud. So we feel pretty confident that she does have a systolic murmur that is most consistent with mitral valve regurgitation. The mitral valve, as horses age, gets weaker and basically doesn't close as crisply, so you can have some blood flow back into the ventricle. And we were able to document that flow phenomenon in the left heart from both the left and right sides of the heart. So it's a little bit confusing, but the way the heart is oriented, you can kind of see both sides of the heart from both sides via ultrasound. Mitral valve regurg is a condition that doesn't affect performance in most horses, and lots of horses with mitral valve regurg have a completely normal life expectancy, but there are cases where it progresses and it can cause pulmonary hypertension, it can cause pulmonary edema, and it can predispose them to acute cardiac death. So usually in horses we have signs before that happens. Their respiratory rates will go up, they'll become exercise intolerant, they'll lose weight, they can develop plaques of edema that you can see from the outside. And we're not seeing any of those signs with Symphony today, so we are clearing her to go for a riding evaluation to see what level she is, if she's even prone to ride at all, if she's comfortable wearing a saddle. But we'll want to make sure that we clearly message to any potential adopter that she does have a heart abnormality that likely a lot of older horses have, and that it would be amazing if whoever adopts her has a veterinarian that has the ability to do a cardiac ultrasound. These are guys that we recommend that we monitor over time with an ultrasound. And there are also more advanced diagnostics that you can do for a cardiac workup. An ECG and echocardiogram is something that cardiologists can do. And again, we're just GPs, so we might have missed something or potentially misdiagnosed something. But Dr. Gina and I are very much on the same page in this case. Symphony's a very, very good girl. She's a lightweight. She's the opposite of Bo, who we sedated yesterday and had to resedate 4 times. So she's a good girl, and hopefully we can make sure that she is comfortable and get her to an adoptive home. I think a bunch of them were due for boosters on November 2nd.
There goes Lynn. She's just making her rounds, checking on everybody. But we should have High Forest coming by pretty soon. And they'll be taking some dogs to put them up for adoption. And I think they'll be taking a cat or two. While we wait for High Forest, I thought I would go and see Blossom. She's over there eating. So I'm going to go say hi. Kind of looks like it's going to rain. We'll see. Anyways, let's go see Blossom. Hi, sweet girl. What are you doing? I also brought treats. I remembered to bring some treats. Well, hello. Are you coming to me? So I did bring some treats. Yeah, there you go. Here, I'll give you some more. There you go. Good girl. The vet team is loading up all the supplies to go up to quarantine. They're going to do a dental on Eclipse, who's in the 10-acre pasture. I think that's all they're doing. They may do something else, but we'll find out. Yep, looks like it's just Eclipse who needs a dental. She's on the list. Okay, we're headed to quarantine. Here's Eclipse. She was really easy to catch. She was a really good girl.
She fits your demographic. Oh, sorry, little spiders. Confirmed that this is Eclipse. Her temp is 99.5. Cool.
Okay, her temperature is 99.5. She's got a good temp. She's putting on the speculum. And then we have Waffles right here watching. Hi, buddy.
Were you a cart horse? Did you go down on your knees? I think it's just Chlorhex water.
Yeah.
Rinse,
Honestly, I should
rinse,
probably
rinse.
douse myself in that. I might smell better.
I mean, if they made like a Chlorhex scented human shampoo and conditioner, I use. Hi, Waffle. This is what it looked like for you, but much bigger. You're very handsome.
Hi, Cameo.
You want to come?
Come down on that side. Man, she does not have the back teeth of a 20-year-old. These teeth look great.
Awesome. She said her teeth are actually pretty good.
She had just the tiniest little ridge. Let me just palpate. You can let go of the tongue. Beautiful. You're a good girl.
Oh, Wallen. It's just Chlorhex water. It's nothing yummy.
Good girl. Okay, I just want to rinse her mouth.
Well, the Eclipse is all done. She had a quick dental float, so she's a little sedated, so she's a bit sleepy, but she's all done. Aww, he's so cute.
Why are you so cute? Look at
He's so cute.
Look at how cute.
Waffles.
I want Waffles too. That would be great.
I want to be plugged.
Wallen, are you having a good roll? Uh-oh. Cough, cough.
Okay, that's fine. You guys don't want me now that I have the cookies?
Nice little roll. Oh, she's got the cookies. See if Wallen will take some. Everybody get some treats.
You want to try to reach up. Right here.
Just checking up on Blackjack.
And look at that horrible rain rash.
We're stopping by to give some of the mules some treats too.
Still have some nasal discharge.
Dr. Lydia did get the results back from Mickey's nasal discharge, so she'll update us on that. We're back down here at general population, and Caitlin is busy in this stall cleaning it. Jordan had taken out the shavings earlier, so now Caitlin is disinfecting it and washing it down to get it all cleaned up. She used this to disinfect the stall. You can see a little bit, the blue part down there. It's almost out, but that's what she used to disinfect. And right now she's just scrubbing the floor and getting it all nice and clean.
I have been working on plans for the spay-neuter clinic, small animal shelter. I sat down with the vets and we discussed a whole lot, and then I went out and re-looked at the location, and we are going to look at the plans that I have and trying to make a very efficient building, and that's not too small, that will always be functional, and with growth, you know, that's always a good thing. There's one thing we've learned around here, that growth just keeps happening. So, and with growth, we can help more animals. So it goes hand in hand. So I've got the plans for them to review and see what they think. From what you said about being able to see things, I don't know if windows in the operating room into the recovery rooms are okay even.
Windows are totally fine as long as they're not open close. Like if it's a closed window, it's no problem.
So we just have a solid window, because then from the operating room you can look into the and I figured dog and cat should be separated, or can they be together?
They can be together, although what we do here is we try to do like all the cats and then all the dogs, or vice versa. The dogs don't seem to mind the cats being there, but the cats really mind the dogs being there.
So when we're doing like spay neuter days, we could say this day we're only doing dogs.
Yes.
This day we're only doing cats. Basically, the more I can eliminate off of this building, I'm shrinking the building. And for the dog section, we'll make a bigger dog area.
Okay.
Kind of like I said, like that receiving area, like they can back their car in, so there's not dogs on the street. That would be in the separate dog area. So similar to High Forest has their little thing, it would just be similar to that.
Yeah, where they had dogs here, cats here, desk right here. What's nice about this is the sound. Like if you've got a yapping dog that's waking up and being dysphoric, it's more distanced. But that would give you a little bit more space over here.
That would be nice.
And what I like about this, even though it's more work to do small stuff, is it's always really nice when you're working with a crazy cat to have a little small room so you can shut the door and...
Yeah. This would be the exit out to the dog area, which might be like behind this building or beside this building. If somebody is adopting a dog from here, now the focus of the facility is not to be an adoption facility for them. Like we get them in, we get them ready, and then they go out to rescues. But if the public comes in, they want to adopt, we have it there, let's get the animal home. So this shrinks the building down to a 40 by 45, but that gives us more money and space to make the dog area bigger.
I love it.
Instead of trying to fit dog intake into this building as well.
I think that's smart.
Dr. Lydia is measuring the room. It's 12. Okay, so we got 12 by 12 rooms.
So yeah, I think how annoying would it be to put the restroom here and the dog adoption room here? And I say that because everybody that comes in always has to use the bathroom. And also, that would give you a little bit of acoustic buffer space between the cats living here and the dogs that are going to come in here and be wound up. I don't think it's a big deal if it doesn't work out
thing.
From a plumbing perspective.
The biggest thing I'm trying to do from the building perspective is have all of the plumbing close together.
That makes perfect sense.
Can we put a dishwasher in here and just wash them?
That would be great. Yeah. I think a dishwasher would be very multi-purpose.
So let's put a dishwasher over here.
Okay. That would probably, honestly, save so much staff time and also get them cleaner.
Yeah.
And you can do a little, like, basket in the dishwasher and not go back and forth a whole bunch of times.
Just have a rolling cart.
Yeah.
Yeah. See what happens.
Things.
It'll be very exciting when it's up.
I know.
Yeah. And then everyone's like, why aren't you open yet? Well, there's all this to do inside.
We sent a lot of diagnostic test results out. Late last week, we got a lot of reports back today, and one of the patients that we got a report back on was Mickey. Mickey is a 3-year-old mini mule, and he's very cute and very snarky. We noticed that he had a little bit of some nasal discharge, so our vet team collected a swab and sent it off for culture at our lab, and Mickey cultured 4 different bacteria, but most of them were just considered normal flora or something that was just present in the environment anyway. Mickey does have strep equi zooepidemicus, which, if you've heard us talk about strangles, this is not strangles. That is Streptococcus equi. This is Streptococcus equi zooepidemicus, which, unlike strangles, which is a primary pathogen, this bacteria is considered a secondary pathogen, which means it's opportunistic. So it waits, and it really only tends to affect immunocompromised animals, animals that are under stress or have another disease process going on. So Mickey came in through our buyout program. He came from a slaughter auction, and he's young, and it is likely that he had another upper respiratory infection. Clinically, he's doing very well. We just rechecked him today. His nasal discharge is already resolving. So also importantly, though, this bacteria that he cultured is resistant to 3 different antibiotics. So it is resistant to amikacin, gentamicin, and tetracycline. So the lab did tell us that there are 5 other antibiotics available that will treat Mickey. Part of our job, Dr. Gina and I, are to make wise choices for antibiotic use. So in this case, because it's already been 5 days since the symptoms started and he's already resolving with just basic supportive care, we're not prescribing an antibiotic for him at this time. A lot of bacterial infections are self-limiting, but in case he doesn't continue to improve and he needs antibiotics, we know what antibiotics we can choose. So we have an organization coming to look at some of our mules on Monday, and unfortunately we took Mickey and 2 of his herd mates off that list because he wouldn't be cleared for a health certificate in time. But we have quite a few other mini mules. They're just interested in mules this trip. We have quite a few other options for them, and I feel confident that Mickey will be back to being healthy and adaptable very quickly.
I came back outside, and Ryan has Bo in the round pen right now, and he's got a saddle on. I believe Bo's an Arabian, so he's got the Arabian face. Look at him go. Meanwhile, also over here, we have Hailey working with Chance again, and she's got a saddle on him. Look at Chance, he's got him a saddle on. Chance, you're being a good boy. And Hailey's on him.
Good boy.
Good boy.
That's a good boy. You did it. See?
Yay. Good boy.
Here, first sit.
Okay, I'm going to try it again. Good boy. Good job, Chance.
Why'd your butt drop? How do you feel?
Zora and Peaches are looking on like, what is going on? They're like, what is she doing? Ryan is also riding Bo.
He's all right.
Well guys, I'm going to end it on this note. Watching Bo get rode as well as Chance. They're doing so great, and we're just really excited that we can get these horses adopted. So I hope you guys had a great day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.